My name is Jellert. I'm e-commerce manager for Belgium and Luxembourg for Accor Hotels, the group of Sofitel, Novotel, Ibis and a lot of other chains.
My name is Elvire van Otegem. I work for Vercruysse, which is part of VDM Belgium, and in fact we help advertising optimize multi-channel dialogues with their customers or prospects.
Hi, I'm Christophe, Chantraine. I work as the head of social media at TBWA Brussels. So I'm responsible for everything that goes around social media in the agency. I've set up here a small department called SMART for social media arts, which is responsible for everything related to social media.
My name is Matthieu Vercruysse. I work as strategic planner for Isobar, the digital agency of Aegis Media. And I work here since 5 years. Before then I worked in Paris for Lagardère.
Hi, my name is Frédéric Vandendris. I've been online for almost 15 years now, responsible for many websites in and around e-commerce and local search as well.
We see a shift from tactical to a more strategic approach to email marketing and marketing in general. I mean by this that a lot of advertising try to keep just pushing out their email campaigns and spamming their customers or prospects, and try to implement a more integrated marketing plan in which they combine different channels.
One of the trends that is already frequently repeated is I think mobile. After 5 years of creating buzz, I think mobile is becoming serious business for big advertisers. It's not thanks to the smartphone, partially, but I think it's mainly the tablet which is going to generate direct sales.
For me, there is one big opportunity with social media and with digital media in general, but maybe more social media, is the fact that now with social media you have the opportunity to add extra value for the user.
I see many trends for the future in e-commerce, but to me, e-commerce, I see mostly mobile coming up, social, and what I call local, the interaction between e-commerce and brick and mortars.
A lot of technical aspects will become more and more important, although they're not sexy topics to talk about, such as deliverability. Not a lot of marketing players are putting strong focus on it because it's a lot more fun to talk about Facebook ads or other social media, which are really at the top of the hype curve.
We see some important trends in the mobile market in Belgium, and the first trend is the important evolution of smartphone penetration in Belgium. Then today it's 25% of the adult population who own a smartphone.
Another even more important trend, that's targeted, personalized marketing. And for example, social media allows brands already to have a one-to-one interaction with their customer or a potential customer. But I think, for example, geolocalization is also a big influence to the targeted personalized marketing. Because a retailer or a customer can have anywhere access to everything. So that will change also the way brands will interact with customers.
As for the marketing approach, you really see that advertising are getting to the point that it's about dialogues. It's no longer about one-way push communication.
A second trend is the fact that smartphone owners are connecting more and more to the internet thanks to their smartphone. And social networks are one of the main reasons of connection to internet mobile.
Where can we really go in the people's everyday life to bring extra value? Why should they come on the Facebook page or on my Facebook application, and what can it bring to them? So the question is more it's not really how can I recruit more people, how can I make people talk about my product. I think it comes naturally if you hook the people with extra value for them in their daily life.
The real buying online in mobile is not for today yet. welcome.
I think that many advertisers don't really consider mobile in their global marketing strategy and media strategy, because there is a real lack of knowledge about the mobile market in Belgium, and it's look like for advertisers it looks like a complicated media, and some advertisers are really afraid of mobile, and they think it's expensive to use it for marketing actions.
They do a small recruitment action, for instance, a contest where people can win great prizes. They get maybe 5,000 new fans on the Facebook page on a very small amount of time, and after that they don't really know how to react, and they don't know how to maintain the page alive.
Don't go e-commerce if your basic processes are not right. If something goes wrong within the company, e-commerce will only amplify the issue, and the whole social experience around it will only make it more public. Make sure that your internal processes are right and that your internal service, customer service is right before you go e-commerce.
They might put too much hopes on the amount of data that is available. So yeah, you have data from every channel you're using nowadays, and maybe a threat there is just that you think that the volume of data will help you to better business. Not at all. You have to find a way to get the relevant business value out of it and use it to implement a good integrated marketing strategy.
There are two threats maybe in what I say here. It's you are not prepared enough and you don't have long-term plans.
A lot of youngsters are using mainly social networks, but you'll see that once they start working, they'll definitely switch to email. Email is here to stay. It's just a logical part of how we work, how we live.
I think that certainly in a small country like Belgium, the way to go is also the service part behind the e-commerce. Price is one aspect, but you have to create confidence, you have to create a relationship, you have to create loyalty with your customer, and the service and the after-sales service and the pre-sales service will be more and more important.
I think as an advertiser it's important to follow the trends, to test new possibilities, new systems. It's even more important that you analyze these tests, define strategies before starting these tests. But the most important thing for right now is that you, in my opinion, that you optimize the more mature channels who are responsible for like the 80% of your total revenue. I think search, email marketing, these are all mature channels, but there are still tons of possibilities to optimize them and to get the best out of it.
As an advertiser, you should be prepared. So it's really not improvisation. If you go online, if you set up a Facebook page or a Twitter account or something, you have to be ready, because you don't know what's going to happen, and a crisis can happen at any time. So what we tend to do for our clients is to look at the domain, the market in which this client is active. We look at the threat, what could possibly happen on basis of what happened in the past, and we try to find solutions and process how are we going to react in function of which type of message.
One tip for advertisers could be just to think how mobile could be complementary to their marketing and media strategy. For example, how mobile could be convergent with their print and outdoor campaign. The convergence is a great opportunity for advertisers.
I think the IB community is a really good thing because there are a lot of experts in Belgium, but it's difficult at the moment to have a real conversation. I think the IB community will bring all the experts together.
People keep asking a lot of questions, and they tend to search themselves in the best way they can to find some information. There's the need to have this info centralized, and IB has definitely a role to play in this.
nobody has the answer and the truth about those kind of topics. It's all new, it evolves every day. I have an opinion, I'm not sure it's the right one, I'm not sure it's the best one, but it's mine. And there are many people in the community who also have an opinion, sometimes the same, sometimes a different one. And I think it's right from the communication within the community, the dialogue between the different specialists, that we can make or find the best option, and that every user or reader of the community can see what opinion or what mix of opinion fits or suits his needs the best and his business the best. Because one answer for one business is not always the same answer for another business.
So I think it's good we can bring together all this knowledge and make sure that someone's experience can also benefit to someone else, because we all have different experience, but we are all going in the same way.
IAB community is a great opportunity to gather information and to share knowledge and to offer a structured education for Belgian market. And to complete this lack of knowledge about mobile.